Hello, research scholars. Yes, today let us have a look at a new topic, that is how to write a letter of job application. It is also called as a cover letter because it covers your resume. It is like a covering letter for your resume, just like an envelope that covers any letter. When we think about job application letter, we want to go for the correct job. So we check out many job offers. We also check further that whether we follow the educational qualifications or the qualities and skills or the strengths that are mentioned, that are expected in the post that we are going to apply for. So we prepare the checklist and so on and so forth. Here am I to help you on how to write a job application letter. The first question that you need to ask yourself is, should we have a typed letter of application or a handwritten letter of application? And the answer is not a typed one, but a handwritten one. Yes, remember, not a cover letter that is typed, but a handwritten cover letter. Reason? Simple. You want to make your hiring manager understand your personality through your handwriting, because your handwriting speaks about you, your qualities, your capabilities, your behavioral skills, about your personality in general. Therefore, let him know how best you are. Cover letter writing tips. Let us now go into detail. Use full block format, that is block format, also called as complete block format. More details will be given in the next slide. Never run more than a page, strictly one page only. Be brief, concise, precise, to the point, meaning 3 or 4 paragraphs only, so short. Use traditional font size like Times New Roman 10 or Arial 12 font size. Similarly, avoid jargon. No technical words to be used. Use only formal language, not the slang language at any cost. And therefore, avoid contractions. Please don't make use of words like didn't, shouldn't, hadn't. Instead, make use of words like did not, should not, had not, and so on. Similarly, briefly introduce your educational qualifications, experience, skills, and strength. Only highlight them, considering the post that is asking you to mention. So, considering the job specifications and the company requirements, mention only those educational qualifications, experience, and skills and strengths. Similarly, remember this, very important, complement your resume, do not copy it, meaning let your resume speak about the details. Yes, and let your cover letter only give the headlines, as if your cover letter is only going to highlight certain things and your resume is going to give the detailed information. Carefully proofread again and again. Yes, do not make any grammatical mistakes or any spelling mistakes. That is going to give a very bad reference. If at all you have a typed letter, please visit grammarly.com, and this website will help you remove your errors in grammar, grammatical errors, or in spelling errors, and so on. Do visit. Full block format. This is it. Letterhead, center of the page. Either you can write center of the page or left hand side, or even towards the right hand side of the page. Date, either left hand side or right hand side. Inside address, strictly left hand side. Subject line, from the margin, left hand side, but of course subject line is an optional part of the letter. Salutation, strictly on the left hand side. Body of the letter, paragraphs, not indented, not spaced. They begin from the left hand side only, and therefore after every paragraph leave a line. Leave a line after the third paragraph and write the complimentary clause and the signature block. Leave a line again and mention the enclosure that you are enclosing along with the letter. Remember, full block format is where each and every part of the letter begins from the margin from the left hand side only. Let us have a look at each and every part of the letter in detail. Header, also called as head address or letterhead. Mention the name in full, your full name, If possible, please mention in capitals so that your handwriting is clearly understood and there are no spelling errors in the name especially. Address, your detail address, contact details such as mobile number, email ID. If at all you have a LinkedIn profile, mention the LinkedIn profile also. Date. Now, which one is the correct date among these two? Here's the answer. The left hand side gives the correct date. What is the difference but? The difference is whether to write the ordinals or not. Suppose you say 5th March 2020. When you write 5th of March, you normally have a habit of writing TH, 5th, TH. Avoid that. These ordinals are not to be written. So, suppose you are writing 2nd of March, simply write 02 2nd March 2020. Do not write ND. 3rd RD not is to be, it is not to be written. Receiver's details. TO2. Do not write the comma after 2. Normally it is seen that people do write. That's wrong. Avoid it. Name of the employer, if you know, mention, otherwise it's an optional thing. Title of the employer such as hiring manager. Name of the company and the address of the company, left hand side from the margin. Subject, an optional part, but suppose you will write like this: subject, application for the post of, mention the post. Salutation is a polite way of greeting your hiring manager. Either you write Dear Mr. Shetty, the last name of the person, or you write Dear Miss Joshi, the last name of the person, or you simply write Dear Sir or Dear Madam. When you write the word dear, it is very much formal. Remember this. The first paragraph of the main body of the letter, the main matter of the letter. Here we go. The first thing that you mention in the first paragraph is mention the job that you are applying for. And so, specify the reference of the advertisement. Similarly, convincingly brief them that you are the candidate that they are looking out for. Here's an example for the first paragraph. Let me read it out for you. This is regarding your post on, mention the job portal, about a vacancy in your company for the role of software manager or for the role of software developer. I truly believe that my qualifications and experience make me a perfect candidate for the post. Another example, I am writing to express my interest for the post of recruitment assistant in your esteemed company. I believe that I possess the temperament and experience to excel in this position. This is the crispy first paragraph. Second paragraph, only highlight those qualifications that are meeting the desired requirements according to the post that you are applying for, and therefore highlight only that experience which is pertaining to the post that you are applying for. If you have an internship experience, do mention that. Specify the skills which the post is asking you to have. Here's the first example. I have completed my master's in supply chain management from the University of so and so. I worked as a management trainee for a year at, name the company, wherein I gained vast knowledge and experience about supply chain management in an e-commerce field. I was also a part of the team that was responsible for planning and executing new inbound supply chain processes. Another example, I have completed BTech in computer science from, name the institute. During my studies, I participated in various tech fests and also won a gold medal for creating an app from scratch in an inter-university tech competition. I am confident that I have the skills to excel at your dynamic organization. Another to the point, second paragraph example. Moving on to the third paragraph now. Conclude with a direct request for the interview call. Specify about your resume that you are attaching and closing along with this letter. And again, lastly, but again, convincingly briefing them that you are the perfect candidate for the post you are applying for. Here's an example. I would appreciate the opportunity to meet you to discuss my application at an interview. I have enclosed a copy of my resume for your consideration. I can be contacted on the details provided above. Another example, kindly refer to my resume for more information which is attached to the email. It would be great if you could arrange a meeting with me for further discussion. That completes your paragraphs. Complimentary clause and signature data. Either on these ways, yours faithfully or yours sincerely, yours truly or simply sincerely. But remember, suppose you write yours faithfully, Y should be capital, no apostrophe S, faithfully F small, and after faithfully put a comma. Or another way, suppose you write yours sincerely, Y capital, no apostrophe S, sincerely S small, and after sincerely comma. Signature, then your name in full, your mobile ID and email ID, your mobile number and email ID as your contact details. Enclosure, either of the ways, either you write ENCL short form, an official one, resume, or you write point wise like resume or first point and second point as degree and diploma certificates. Remember, resume doesn't go alone. It comes hand in hand with the cover letter. Together they are forever. So it is equally important that your cover letter is perfect. These are the references you can take help from. The first two are YouTube videos. Apart from you're watching the current one, you can get information about it in detail, and the other ones are certain reference works where you can work upon for your cover letter. Remember this thing very well, my dear research scholars. You know you are the best. Believe in yourself. Leave the rest, go out and shout, all is well with myself. Good luck. Thank you and namaste.